What's up, family? Just another beautiful day, loving every minute of it, giving thanks and praise to the Creator, whoever you might conceive him or her to be. I'm here watching a video by a guy called Dennis, a brother that had a near, well, we call it a near-death experience, we call it the NDE. But this brother brought on some stuff for me that I know for a while, and it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to show you guys the clip here, and the site to go to on YouTube to watch the video to the end is I think the video is about 56 minutes and 31 seconds. And this guy brought on some serious stuff for you. And what he says, like I've been saying for a while, we have nothing to worry about. The Creator doesn't hate no person. It's created strictly love. There's no such thing as hell. If that's what you think about before you die, that's where you want to go until you change your mind and go up to where you want to go to. There's no such thing as karma. Karma doesn't exist. And there's no such thing as right and wrong. That's only your perception of what you think right and wrong is. He says there's no death. We're only here for the experience, and we are more powerful than we think we are. We are more powerful than we think we are. He says we are all gods having a physical experience. I said it before in many videos, but he is confirming it because he had a out of body experience. He also said that before you actually die, your spirit or your soul leave the body right before you die, so you don't really feel no pain, nothing like that. He speak about killing. If you kill some person, obviously you're killing a part of yourself, so it will come back to you. You will die the same way that you killed some person. So he said killing, that's by calling cause and effect. You do unto others, will come back to you. But the key thing about that is that he says the Creator don't hate. Everything is strictly love. It says, as long as you're here on earth, be as loving, and I keep saying to you guys, be as loving and as kind. That's what I said in my last video about those racist white people. If they change their way of thinking, they might survive the changes, because all the Creator knows is strictly love. Unconditional love. There's no condition for love. If there's a condition for love, that means that person don't love you. If there's a condition for love, that means that person don't love you, because love should be unconditional. And he said that's how the Creator is, unconditional love. He says he had did something and he went into a trance. His mother had passed away, and he saw his mother in the room. He said he switched off the lights, and this bright light come in the room. He said, wait, I just turned the lights off, how come this lights is on again? That his mother as a spirit, at a bright light. There was two lights in the room. He says they always carry a guide with you when you come back to earth. So the other bright light on the right side was a guide to guide the mother back to earth. And the mother talked to him and tell him that he's going to get a job the next day, because he's a saxophone, he plays in bands and all such like. He says, because he was out of work for a while. He said to him, you're going to get a job the next day. And she also said to him, your girlfriend have 3 kids. He's like, well, you know his girl for a year. She didn't make no kids. And she said to him, when you go to play with that job, they're going to be a bouncer. He's a very big guy, a very big guy. He's bigger than you. Don't get in no conflict with him, because you will shift realities. If you get in a conflict with him, you're liable to kill him, or he'll liable to kill you. If you kill him, you're going to go to prison for life. If he kill you, he going to all get locked up. So he said, whatever happened, do not get in a conflict with the guy. Anyway, he went to the bar where they played music with his band, and the guy, he said the guy is a, homosexual. So he said when he went and play, he take a break, and this guy grabbed him by the ass. So he's like, what? Anyway, make a long story short, he approached the guy calmly. He says, listen, I'm not that kind of guy. I don't play that. The guy said, I didn't do nothing. Why you got to say that? He says, I don't play that. I'm not that kind of guy. So he said before he get in a confrontation with the guy, he walked away, because remember what his mother said. If you argue with this guy, he's liable to kill you, or you're liable to kill him, then he's going to shift reality anyway. He walked away, then it happened. Then he said, wait. Then he said, wait, my mom told me it's going to happen. So then he went home and he called his girlfriend. So he said on the phone, he said to her, do you have 3 kids? He said she paused for a while. He said, who tell you that? Where you hear that from? He said, let me ask you one more time. Do you have 3 children? She said, who told? She said, yes. He said to her, it was nice knowing you. Because after being you for a whole year and you have 3 kids, I don't know what else you're hiding from me. So he said the mothers were right. So anyway, from that on, he started getting downloads. Anyway, listen, folks, you got, okay, comfortable blackout.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Hang on, folks, hang on one second. Okay, this is the clip here of the guy. And at the bottom there, you can type that in and see the whole video. The video is very, very long, like 53 minutes and so. But that's the guy, and it's very, very informative. It is very informative.
Click on one of the.
It's a small clip. I'm going to show you guys.
Like I always do, and sat on the side of my bed, and I was going to untie my sneakers at the time. And when I looked down, I saw that there was still light, and I said, "That's impossible. I know I just turned out the light. That's impossible." Now here's the crazy part. When I looked up in my room, it was like the sun you see in the sky was in my room. It was like a wave of love that I can only describe as when you're in the ocean and the wave comes of water and it's too tall for you and covers your whole body. That's how the water.
I do not own the copyrights of the video. This video is for informational purposes only. I do not own the copyrights of the video.
Was the love, and it just covered my whole body, and it was so powerful. This love just came out so powerful, and I was just like this in my room, shocked. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and then out of this sun, which later on I found to be God, came like 2 other lights, which were more like the size of stars. One was a bigger star than the other, and the other one was a smaller star. And the smaller star, I recognized that it was my mother. Now, how I recognized that it was her was just the feeling of her. I knew that it was her because she was just a light, like a star. You know, like a star coming, and they floated right out to me, and I said, "Oh, Mom, that's you." I said, "It's like that over there. It's like that over there." And it was so much love, and you know, when my mom had died, man, I all I know is she was dead. I didn't know where she was. You know, even I had religious upbringing. I didn't believe none of it really. So I didn't, in my opinion, I didn't know where she was. I just know she was gone. She's somewhere, but she's gone. She's not here. And when I saw her, and I saw all this love, and I said, "Oh, it's like that over there," because it felt like I was in Hawaii on vacation, and I'm a billionaire. Mm-hmm. And everything is perfect, and everything is wonderful, and I got nothing but love around me. So, and then she started to talk to me, and when she started to talk to me, it's like we're talking now, except instead of seeing someone's mouth move, she was like shooting the conversation into my brain. Mm-hmm. I could hear her like I hear you, mm-hmm. But it was but I could also feel it coming into my body, the conversation. I could literally feel it coming in. And she said, "I'm going to tell you a week in advance in the future, so you're going to know that this is real, that this is not an illusion or a fake. This is real." Now she said, "You're gonna get a job next week." Now I was a musician, and I hadn't worked in like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, it was kind of like a dry spell. It wasn't not really that great. She said, "You're gonna find a job. A job's gonna come to you by the next week." And she said, "There's gonna be a bouncer, a guy there." And she said, "He's gonna be a homosexual." She said, "He's gonna be a psychopath." And she said, "Whatever you do, don't argue with him and don't get into a fight with him." Because my mother knew me. I mean, I was I call it the roaring 20s. I was vigorous. And it was like, now I have nothing against anybody who's gay or lesbian. But if you're homosexual and you know that I'm not, and you come after me, I was going to defend myself, you know. So she knew that I was, you know, I wasn't looking for trouble, but I could be hot blooded if it came my way. So she said, whatever you do, don't fight, because she said, um, there's, she explained it like it's like two possibilities of two
Two
timelines.
timelines.
She said the first timeline, he'll kill you. He's going to kill you if you get into a fight with him, if you get into an argument with him. The second timeline, she said you would kill him, but you would go to jail for the rest of your life. And she said these two timelines, one of them will happen if you get into an argument with him. So I said, no, Mom, you know, I won't get into an argument. I won't. I do exactly what you said, you know, and you know, I was just so happy to see her, man. I said, whatever you have to say, Mom, I'm right there. I do exactly. And she said, the second thing I'm going to tell you is that the girlfriend you have now, I had only been seeing this girl for about maybe a year and a half or something like that. She said she has 3 kids that you don't know about. And she said she's going to try to have a 4th kid with you. And she said she's going to try to lie about it, like say she's on the pill, or say she's, you know, she's going to try to catch you.
Trap.
And she said, yeah, trap you. And so she said, be careful about that. And I said, okay, Mom. And then she said, the other thing she said was that I'm going to be around you always, but you're not going to be aware of me as much as you are tonight. And then she stopped for a minute talking, and then I said, but Mom, who's this other light? Because this was this tall light that was standing right next to her. I said, Mom, who's this other light? And then the light spoke to me, and it said, I'm an escort. And it said, I'm escorting your mother to the earth. And the exact words, it said, this is an interruption in your life. And
Okay, family. You can watch the whole video. Like I said, the clip is here because it's too long. I just gave you a snip piece of it. This is the whole video too. It's from there if you can see it. And type it in and watch the whole video. It's very, very informative. It'll change your whole perspective about life, about dying, about hell. And just enjoy it, folks. I love you guys. My time is 12:30 past my bedtime. I'm out of here. Peace out. Peace out. I got lots of love for you guys. That's why I'm doing this. Lots of love for you guys. I love you guys unconditionally. That's why I'm up all late, letting you guys know exactly what's going on and keep you guys informed. Until then, folks, remember that separation, this togetherness. Divided we fall, together we stand. I'm out of here. Peace out, one love.